Let's get it. What's up, everybody? Move. That's the towel. What's up, everybody, man? What's going on? What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Showout, man. I got 2, 3 cameras going on right now, so trying to make sure I got everything adjusted right before we start the show. So give me a second. Give me a second. Big dog. But what's happening, man? Tap in real quick. Tap in with me real quick. Shout out to Finland and the Czech Republic for showing your boy Mr. Showout so much love. You know what I'm saying? Right now the YouTube channel is at 62 subscribers. We get to 100 by Sunday. I'm gonna do the Hot Chip Challenge +2. So instead of just doing one, I'm gonna grab 2 of them things. You know what I'm saying? But what's up, everybody, man? Come on in. I'm gonna wait for a couple of people to come on in because today's story, I need a lot of the moms and dads to stay here and don't leave because this story that I found today is like real heart feeling. Like I can't believe what's going on. Alright. Children left alone in apartment for months with siblings remains, deputies say. Now I was going to jump back on Mike Hugabuck and talk about that situation, but when I seen this today, it really, it bothered me. So I'm gonna play the video. I'm gonna show y'all the video and all that good stuff. So let me switch the camera around for you guys on Facebook. But for you guys on YouTube, I'm gonna see if I can get y'all to see the computer screen as well. Nope. Y'all just gonna listen on YouTube and Facebook. Y'all gonna see the story. So here we go.
The kindness of others.
All right.
We all depend on it.
We're gonna wait for the commercial.
When we need
What's
hope,
up, boy? What's going on with you, dog?
Powerful. We are the people behind the HCA Healthcare Promise. You can count on us to show up.
All right, here we go, y'all. Here go the story.
Walton, and we start with that disturbing discovery in West Harris County. These 3 children found abandoned along with the skeletal remains of a 9-year-old. Investigators say one of the children told deputies those remains are his 9-year-old brother who died a year ago. Zach Tawatara joining us from that area. And Zach, what have law enforcement learned about this?
Xavier, we're just outside the City Park 2 apartment near Addicts Floating and the West Park Tollway. That heartbreaking discovery made inside those gates when deputies were making a welfare check. This investigation, Sheriff Ed Gonzalez says, is still in the very preliminary stages. It's a situation that neighbors can't believe, and the sheriff says he's never seen in his career. It's hardly imaginable. Children believed to be 15, 10, and 7 years old abandoned. The skeletal remains of possibly another, says Sheriff Ed Gonzalez, discovered on the 3rd floor of an apartment building in West Harris County.
Very horrific set of circumstances.
Becca, a mother who lives here, was devastated to learn about the heartbreaking discovery.
It's just crazy and absurd.
The situation hits her especially hard because she's a mom.
And I have a 21-year-old and an 11-year-old, and I can never imagine leaving them abandoned anywhere.
Sheriff Gonzalez says this living situation appears to have been ongoing for quite a long time.
I've seen a lot. I've responded to a lot of different scenes, so has these men, and we can never think of these type of circumstances coming together in this way.
The sheriff says it's possible that the skeletal remains belong to a sibling of the 3 children. Authorities are looking for any relative, as we don't know the identity of the parents yet. As for the children's condition, they're being evaluated and currently in the care of the department. The management company was on site but declined to comment. Xavier?
All right, Zach Talatari, thank you, sir. Well, Precinct 4...
Yo, now let's talk about it, man. What's up? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. How? Somebody explain to me how. Not only how, but why. Like for a whole year, 3 kids was in the house with their dead little brother. How? Like, how do you abandon your kids? How do you leave your kids in a house with a dead child? Like, how? And the sad thing about this story is nobody knows where the parents are. They don't even know who the parents are. Can't find next to kin. What's sad is this is happening more often than none. Something has to be done. Like, I don't know about any of you guys, but there cannot and there will never be a reason why I could abandon my kids. The 9-year-old brother has been dead inside of the apartment for a year. 15, 8, I think they said 6 and a 9 and a dead 9-year-old for a whole year. First of all, in an apartment, right, for a whole year. How do you not know that there's kids in this apartment? Because maintenance does a lot of checks. Those apartments do inspections and stuff, right? So if that is the case, how did this happen? I want to keep reading because it says at about 3:15 p.m. Sunday, deputies said that they received a call from a 15-year-old who claimed his 9-year-old brother has been dead for a year and his body was in the room next to his in an apartment in the 3500 block of Greencrest. The teenager then told deputies his parents hadn't been living in the apartment with him and his 2 younger siblings for several months. Deputies went to the 3rd floor apartment and found 3 children alone, as well as the skeletal remains of a small child. Deputies said the remains appeared consistent with the age provided by the 15-year-old. The younger siblings, who Harris County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez said were 10 and 7, appeared malnourished and showed signs of physical injury, according to investigators. They, along with the 15-year-old sibling, were taken to a nearby hospital to be treated. Child Protective Services said that they are currently investigating alongside law enforcement. In a statement released Monday morning, CPS said, to ensure the safety of the children, the Department of Family and Protective Services is seeking emergency custody of the 3 boys. Child Protective Service does have a history with the family, but there was no active CPS investigation at the time the children were discovered alone in their apartment. So, you're telling me, CPS, you've had access, history with this family. Why aren't we doing wellness checks with these guys? I've seen people do wellness checks over kids getting a spanking a little bit too rough. I've seen wellness checks because one parent chooses to yell while the other parent doesn't feel like their kid should be yelled at. But we're talking about CPS was already involved with this family, and for several months they were alone, so nobody decided to take a wellness check and check on our kids. Just like I said in my video, in my last episode, is this: it takes a village. And if our village was around, this probably wouldn't have happened. But let me repeat what this said. The teenager told deputies his parents hadn't been living in the apartment with him and his two younger siblings for several months. Then CPS drops a statement yesterday to say, to ensure the safety of the children, the Department of Family and Protective Services is seeking emergency custody of the three boys. Child Protective Services does have history with the family, but there was no active CPS investigation at the time that the children were discovered alone in their apartment. T-Man, what's up, bro? The mother of the children and her boyfriend have been located and were being interviewed by homicide investigators as of Sunday night. Sheriff Gonzalez said in a tweet Monday morning that the mother and her boyfriend was released. How? The mother of the children and her boyfriend have been located and were being interviewed. But have been released. You leave your children in the house for several months alone, and you're walking the streets free. What is this world coming to? I'm in an outrage at what I'm looking at right now, y'all. So you find these pieces of shits, and I don't really cuss in none of my episodes, but this shit here. So you find the piece of shits, and then you release them? The sheriff says there are no new developments this morning regarding the scene at Greencrest. Mother and her boyfriend were located, interviewed, and released. CPS is assisting with the children. Our investigation remains ongoing. No charges have been filed. Bruh, so you trying to tell me that a child was found dead and y'all not pressing charges? These little kids were left at home and we're not pressing charges? So basically you're telling me that, Lord have mercy. And this is another thing that don't make sense. In our experience, it's always best to not speculate and just let the investigation take its course. But a very disturbing set of circumstances. So we definitely want some answers for these children, the sheriff said. First of all, the answer is the mother needs to be in jail and the boyfriend because they left the kids at home for several months, yo. You let me and you leave our kids at home for several months. We can't even leave our kids in the car. But these people can leave their kids at home with a dead body for over a year and get released. You find the mother and you release them. You find the mother and the boyfriend and you release them. You as the sheriff, only thing you can say is this is in a disturbing circumstances, and the best thing we should do is let the investigation take its course. But when we commit a murder, you don't let the investigation take its course. We're sitting in jail for 3 years before we have a trial. These kids need justice. These kids need justice. Like, I don't get it, y'all. Like, y'all, I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. If y'all think I'm lying, here goes the tweet right here. I'm going to show y'all because I know I can't make this up. Here goes the tweet. Ed Gonzalez, that's the sheriff right there, that county, state, whatever the crap is called. I don't really care a crap no more. It says, there are no new developments this morning regarding the scene on Greencrest. Mother and her boyfriend were located, interviewed, and released. CPS is assisting with the children. Our investigation remains ongoing. No charges have been filed. That's some fucking bullshit, dog. That's some fucking bullshit. 15, 10. Hold. Let me make sure the ages is 15, 10, 7, and a dead 9-year-old for a whole year. So that means he's been dead since he was 8. The little man been dead since he was 8 in the next door of his 15-year-old brother. The parents have been gone for over 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, it says several months. You find the mom and the boyfriend, you don't press charges, and you release them, and you say, it's best to let the investigation take its course. Do you fucking have kids, Sheriff? Do you have kids, Sheriff? I feel like I'm the only one that's really upset about this. Like, people will, like, I'm probably gonna start a riot with the thing I'm saying. So, nobody is upset about this. How do you not have enough evidence to lock them up? If the 15-year-old states that their parents have been gone for several months. I've seen people get locked up because they left their dog in the car. And their dog died. But we can leave our children at home. They can die. And we're going to walk home free. Somebody help me out. Somebody ask me, am I overreacting? Am I overreacting? What y'all think? Am I overreacting or not? Somebody let me know. Guys in Finland, guys in Czech Republic, my overseas fans. So let me catch y'all up because y'all can't see me and I know we're over the radio. Harrison County, Texas, for those who just joining me, enjoying watching, or Joe's just listening. So in Harrison County, Texas, 3 children abandoned, 1 dead, you know what I'm saying? And they found the mama and the boyfriend, questioned them, and released them. I'd have been locked over driving without a license. I done got pulled over and put the handcuffs on because I pulled out a Wawa with my lights off. But these people get to go and live their lives, and your children is in CPS. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't like it. I don't condone it. Because it's guys like me out here that's fighting to be in their kids' lives. Here we have a couple who left their kids in an abandoned home with a dead body. And they're not getting no charges pressed. CPS states that they have history with this family. This hurts. Because I come from foster care, guys. Like, I come from an abusive history of foster parents. So when I see kids getting abused, it burns, it grinds my gears. Like, a dead child for over a year, and me And the brother has to sleep in the next room knowing that his brother is dead in the next room. Man, I don't think y'all understand. And I don't think y'all care. I think I care too much. But this is crazy. Like, I'm going to play the story again for those of you who just joined. Play it one more time. Listen to the sheriff, though. Be right back, y'all. My baby girl's crying.
We have Lieutenant Bruce, immediately to my right, Lieutenant Vinegary, and then Lieutenant Cook as well to my left. Very horrific situation out here, very tragic. Been in this business for a long time, and I had never heard a scenario like this. It really caught me by surprise. What we have right here is we have an apartment unit. It appears to be where 3 juveniles were left abandoned pretty much. I'm told they range in ages from 15, 10, and 7 years old. They've been here for an extended period of time. At the same time, we also have the skeletal remains.
Okay, let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. This nigga said, pretty much. Pretty much. It's obvious they've been abandoned. I'm gonna let the story keep going, y'all. I'm sorry.
Of what appears to be a juvenile. It appears to have been there for also an extended period of time. We don't know how long. That'll be part of the forensic investigation. We don't know the exact age, but we anticipate again that it's the skeletal remains for a juvenile. And other than that, right now, it's just very preliminary information. We're trying to identify next of kin to determine exactly what's happened and how we got to this point. But again, a very horrific set of circumstances. And so, very troubled by all this. Our members are troubled by it, but, we're going to make sure we do everything we can to make sure we conduct a thorough follow-up investigation, make sure that the kids are okay. This will be
okay, we're going to stop it right here. Let's rewind the foolery that he just said. Let me change my baby. I'm going to let y'all hear this foolery. Like, I'm sorry. This bothers me. This bothers me a lot.
For an extended period of time. At the same time, we also have skeletal remains.
How you became sheriff?
Ed Gonzalez, Harris County Sheriff, joined here by several of our leaders. We have Lieutenant Bruce, immediately to my right, Lieutenant Vinegary, and then Lieutenant Cook as well to my left. Very horrific situation out here, very tragic. Been in this business for a long time, and I had never heard a scenario like this. It really caught me by surprise. What we have right here is...
Okay, shut up. You've been in this business for a really long time, and you don't sound not one bit concerned that there's a dead child and the parents ain't been around. Keep playing.
We have an apartment unit. It appears to be where 3 juveniles were left abandoned pretty much. I'm told they range in ages from 15, 10, and 7 years old. They've been here for an extended period of time. At the same time, we also have the skeletal remains of what appears to be a juvenile. It appears to have been there for also an extended period of time. We don't know how long. That'll be part of the forensic investigation. We don't know the exact age, but we anticipate again that it's the skeletal remains for a juvenile. And other than that, right now, it's just very preliminary information. We're trying to identify next of kin to determine exactly what's happened and how we got to this point. But again, a very horrific set of circumstances. And so, very troubled by all this. Our members are troubled by it, but, we're going to make sure we do everything we can to make sure we conduct a thorough follow-up investigation, make sure that the kids are okay. This will be a follow-up investigation involving multiple agencies because we also have juveniles involved. So that's what we have right now. En español, brevemente, estamos aquí en una unidad, en los apartamentos, encontramos a 3 juveniles que parecen que están abandonados por un tiempo, de edades de 15 años, 10 y 7 años de edad. Al mismo tiempo encontramos un cadáver dentro del apartamento que parece también que había estado ahí por un tiempo, ya por mucho tiempo, y va a ser parte de nuestra investigación. Entonces, en este momento no hemos localizado los parientes.
I'm about to
familiares,
share
ni
this
nada,
on
va a
my
ser algo
page,
que va
y'all,
a ser
because I'm about
parte
to
de
get
lo
up
que
off here, because I don't feel like
Any
I feel like I'm the
questions?
only one that's concerned. So
It's part of our investigation.
this the press
You know,
press
our-
conference
our
right now. I'm
detectives
watching, y'all.
We'll begin, that part of it. It's very early right now. And so we're making sure, first of all, that they're okay, and then we'll have to determine next steps after that, and again, get to the bottom of what happened.
How did you guys get called here?
We received basically information for a welfare check. I'll see what information our detectives want us to put out other than us. We got information about this particular unit, and when they arrived, they discovered 3 juveniles just at plain view. It appears they're living in pretty deplorable conditions. At first glance, they haven't gone in there to do a thorough scene investigation at this point. But again, our hearts break.
Hold up. Let's rewind.
It appears that they're living in pretty deplorable conditions. At first glance, they haven't gone in there to do a thorough scene investigation at this point. But again,
You sitting here having a press conference. All right, baby. You sitting here giving a press conference. And y'all ain't did a full investigation? How you gonna have a press conference and you ain't had a full investigation? Or am I tripping? Or am I looking at this the wrong way? But I'm gonna keep on listening. We'll keep on listening though, y'all.
and our hearts break for those 3. They're still children, and so for the one that has passed away.
When it comes to the parents, where does your investigation stand on that?
Very early right now. That's why we'd like to identify who are the parents, adults, next of kin are, just so we'd like to know exactly what we have here. We, in our experience, it's always best to not speculate and just let the investigation take its course. But very disturbing sets of circumstances. So we definitely want some answers for these children.
Were these children able to leave the apartment? Were they locked in?
I haven't been told that they were necessarily locked in. But that age, it appears that they were basically fending for each other, which is very sad. Again, we have a 15.
Okay, shut up. Because first you said you didn't do an investigation. Then you said it's apparent that they were defending from themselves. Of course it's apparent they're defending from themselves if the parents been missing for several months.
Year-old, 10 and 7, and I think the older sibling was basically doing the best he could to take care of the others. And again, the deceased one, or the skeletal remains, we believe at this point it's going to be another juvenile, possibly a sibling that passed away, and it appears the skeletal remains have been there for an extended period of time. So, just connecting all the dots at this point, it seems that they were in there while the body was deteriorating.
Was there a reason that 15-year-old didn't call 911?
We haven't gotten that far as access to phones, or did they seek help or not. We don't know what happened.
And the body, was it invisible? Was it in, where was it located? Could you see it?
The body was not concealed to my knowledge. So I don't think
What
the body
do
was
you
actually
know
concealed
to my
apartment.
knowledge, dog?
I
You
don't know
shouldn't be in a
exactly
press conference if you don't know nothing.
The deceased, the remains that you found, they're all siblings. These are all from the same family.
That's most likely what it'll be. That's what our initial speculation is. But
Bruh, you keep talking about your initial speculation. What type of research did you do? Come on, Sheriff Gonzalez. We need answers, dog.
again, we'll work with the Houston Institute of the Harris County Institute of Forensic Sciences to let them make the ultimate determination, because at this point we're dealing with skeletal remains, so we don't know the identity, but just from the initial information we do have, we're led to believe that it's one of the siblings that was in the household when this.
Man, I'm gonna leave this story alone, man. Hey, man, look. all I'm gonna say is this, y'all. Protect y'all kids. Love y'all kids. Watch over y'all kids. Alright? Because the last two stories that I've seen, our kids are getting messed up. Our kids are getting hurt. Our kids are getting mistreated. You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, bring the villages back. Bring the villages back. And let's help our kids out, man. Look, I'm gonna sign off here because this is just getting a little bit too intense. And y'all don't think y'all are understanding. I don't think y'all feeling where I'm coming from. But anyway, it's your boy, Mr. Show Out, man. I appreciate my fans in Czech Republic and Finland. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all keep listening. Keep pushing the podcast so a lot more people can hear me. A lot more people can get this content. So we can get... Oh, boo, you're showing your pamper. You know what I mean? So, like I always do, I'm going to plug myself. I am your boy, Mr. Show Out, Step Up and Show Out LLC, Show Out's Taste. I will be doing sides, and I might do a few turkeys for the Thanksgiving holidays. Any inquiries, like I tell you all the time, you can either email me at stepupshowout@gmail.com. That's stepshowout@gmail.com. Email me. You know, you can email me about interview. You can email me about the food. Email me about public speaking, whatever it is, man. Just hit me up. Also, what am I missing? I'm missing Zuzu. Is that everything? Oh yeah, I'm still doing sauces. Hey man, continue to support, continue to follow. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy, Mr. Show Out. Peace.